Hey everybody, it's Chris for AllEars TV and AllEars.net with today's Disney Fast Facts. Today we've got your fun Fast Facts about Star Tours. The legend is that George Lucas happened to be visiting Imagineering headquarters and randomly asked, "What are you guys working on?" Imagineers mentioned a larger scale motion simulator for a movie ride called The Black Hole. Basically a large module utilizing large-scale computer-controlled pneumatics and hydraulics programmed to simulate spaceflight and, battles in space. Well, before you know it, the black hole was dumped, and the team from Lucas's Industrial Light and Magic and Disney Imagineers began working to develop the original Star Tours. The graphics of the original design seemed antiquated after only a few years, but it was actually Disney's fault. Originally, then CEO Michael Eisner had told Lucas that Disney would implement a plan to update the attraction every 3 years. It officially opened in January of 1987, and the first update was in 2010. Yes, 23 years later. Partial blame was because Lucas started on the prequel trilogy and Disney felt it was best to wait to incorporate those new elements. However, in designing the second iteration of Star Tours, Imagineers took advantage of every level of content creation processes available and built a system that allowed for story randomization and faster updating of content. The ride closed down in 2010 for a big refurbishment. When it reopened in 2011, it was then known as Star Tours: The Adventures Continue. For the reopening, Bob Iger and George Lucas were actually there for the event and rode the attraction. The original ride was piloted by an inept pilot named RX-24, or Rex for short. Rex was voiced by Paul Reubens. Most of you would know him as Pee Wee Herman. The new adventure is piloted by C-3PO, who accidentally ends up at the controls. You can still find Rex in the queue line, however, with several droids, now marked defective, return to factory. Poor Rex. However, Rex can also be found spinning the tunes as a DJ at Oga's Cantina in Galaxy's Edge. Adding up all of the total possible paths for the story, Star Tours: The Adventures Continue offers over 50 unique ride experiences, and the number continues to grow as the movies have been released. Each new incarnation and story wrinkle increases the odds that you won't have the same ride twice. While your destination and story changes every time you ride Star Tours, the flight number always remains the same, 1401. That number is a shout out to where the adventure of Star Tours began. 1401 is the street address for Walt Disney Imagineering. While you're waiting in the Star Tours: The Adventures Continue queue, you see your old friends R2-D2 and C-3PO, but be sure to keep your ears alert to the announcements. You'll hear pages for Egroic Sakul and Mott Warham. These are the backwards names of George Lucas and Tom Morrow, the name of the host of various Disney attractions, including the now defunct Innoventions and Flight to the Moon. One aspect that makes Star Tours unique is that a guest from each ride is picked as the rebel spy. A picture is taken of the entire car, and the spy is actually chosen by a cast member from that picture. So, being extra nice to cast members will most likely increase your chances. So chat it up with the cast member at the ride's entrance. Don't ask to be picked, because then you won't be. Also, once seated, don't put on your flight 3D glasses until instructed to do so. The rebel spy will not be of someone in the picture who is wearing the 3D glasses. Disney didn't have enough budget to build working robots in the Droid Room, but the Imagineers really wanted them, so they used these geese audio animatronics from the decommissioned America Sings attraction, stripped down to their bare frames, and basically called them Goose Droids. Here's some quick tips for Star Tours. The actual show is approximately 5 minutes. You must be 40 inches or taller to ride. Children under the age of 7 must be accompanied by a person 14 years or older. Fast Pass Plus is available. Guests must transfer to a standard wheelchair and then to the ride vehicle. Service animals are not permitted on this attraction. You will get shaken around on this one. Please consult the safety warnings, and expectant mothers should not ride. Because of the age of the technology, this ride can be rough. Motion sickness is more common on Star Tours than any other simulator ride in Disney. If you're prone to motion sickness, either avoid the ride altogether or be prepared to close your eyes to relieve any dizziness. You'll find Star Tours at Disneyland, Disney World, Disneyland Paris, and Tokyo Disneyland. There's your Disney Fast Facts about Star Tours. What are your thoughts on the motion of this one? Do you feel more nauseous on this ride than others? What rides do you think are worse? As always, we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Hey, if you like this video, click on that thumbs up. Be sure to stay tuned to AllEars TV and AllEars.net for more Disney news, fun, and stuff. And follow us on Instagram at AllEars.net. New to the channel? Check out other AllEars videos here. And please subscribe to AllEars.net. Clang that little notification bell so you immediately get notified when we post a new video. This is Chris for AllEars TV. See you next time.